Hey, long mic. Right. Shit working. Never works right. Konnichiwa. Konbanwa. Gozo yoroshiku. Streamers. Alright. This is what I'm going to be working on tonight. Oops. But first, some warming up. Whew. Oops, got the spins. My wife got a vape pen, but neither of us really smokes. Don't smoke, kids. It's bad. But I just had a little bit, and it's hard. Whew. But yeah, just a little ink and warm up here. Just getting used to warming up, getting the control going. Used to doing strokes on the canvas here before I dive in. Get nice evenly spaced lines. Similar thickness. See the strokes I'm doing? Full arm, not the wrist, but the arm. All right, well, let's see that. The fuck is this song? Just realized I drew his back over his hand. Oops. Yo, what's up, Mark? Cool, man. Yeah, I'm just trying to get a quick hour in tonight. Yeah, bunch of shit I got to do tonight, but I just logged off work for the day. I want to get a few minutes in here. Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, I was doing some warming up beforehand too. Gonna get my doing good old fashioned inking warm ups here. How's your comic coming, man? 32 for you. God damn. I'm jealous. I'm on page 11 of mine. So far to go. I'm about 40. But speed I'm going. I'm trying to get about 1.5 pages a week, possibly 2 done. When I don't get distracted with fan art like this. But I've had this one going for a while too, doing it on the streams with Rob and Chuck, so I just want to finish it. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. You got good storytelling, man. You can get away with a lot. Open this up real quick. Let me save here. Save. Yeah, I was working on this last night. Page 11 from Punish. Turn out all right. Shit's about to start. Guys get back to their compound, ripping off their clothes from being in court and getting acquitted, which is what drives Punish himself crazy. And you're going to go in and start doing drugs and have an orgy, and that's when he shows up and kills everyone. Oh, you quit your job. Dang. That's pretty brave in this current economy. Thanks, man. I feel like I've been making big improvements working on this comic, so it kind of keeps me fired up. I feel like I'm doing stuff that I struggled to do a fraction of even like 3 months ago. Comics really steps up your game, just the consistency. But it's also going slow, but I guess it'll be worth it. I still want it to take like a year and a half to finish a single comic. So we'll see. I want to quit my job and just work on comics, man. I wish I was a successful freelance illustrator so I could just be like, all right, I finished all my gigs, all my deadlines. I take 3 months off and just do my comic now. But alas, I cannot. Not yet. Especially living in LA. God. Yeah, definitely. If you can pull off decent interiors, man, that puts you like heads and tails above so many other people. So many like really good cover artists and stuff, and yeah, you're like, hey man, do an interior, and they just fall apart, you know. Even like a single page or like a sequence or something. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. So you didn't just like get pissed off and walk out on a job and nothing lined up. That'd be scary right now because man, so many people out of work, especially in the entertainment industry. Hope I have a job in 6 months, man. I don't know how it applies to my company, but Blizzard just relaunched in China with a whole bunch of games, and with all the Chinese tariffs, I hope it doesn't affect my job. Try not to think about it though. Yeah, you can't just like pick a cool pose and bust your ass on it. That's like the smallest piece of the whole puzzle, man. Your ears. Gotta make the boring shit look cool. Yeah, I just hope we don't go into a big recession and games take a hit, you know, because people aren't buying games or something too. That's a little bit what I'm worried about as well. I was gonna say something else about interiors, and now I just forgot. It'll come back to me in a sec. ADHD brain. But yeah, I have been sort of in my free time, you know, not as much lately because I'm trying to focus on the comic, but there'll probably be some gaps here and there because I do take on freelance projects. Because I'm trying to sort of recession proof myself too a little bit, or layoff proof myself, because a lot of illustrators I know that they do lots of different types of work for different clients, and they aren't as worried about being, you know, like I work at Blizzard. I've been there 5 years, but there's a lot of people there that have been there 15, 20 years. And then if they get laid off, they're like, well, that's all I've been doing for 20 years. Now I just got to try to get a job at the next corporate game company or something, which is not really my scene. So I'm trying to get clients lined up so that, like, if I potentially had to just leave Blizzard and do illustration full time, I could maybe pull it off. You know, not that I'm wanting to do that. I don't know. It's more just because we had the layoffs twice last year, and it just kind of scared me. So I just don't want to be completely screwed in case we had layoffs and I got cut again. It'd be kind of nice to have the ability to, like, well, hey, this client dried up, i.e. Blizzard, but I have 6 other clients that I can just kick into gear. So, which is what I hear from a lot of professional illustrators too. They're like, well, this company, I was doing work for Wizards of the Coast, and they started using AI and laying off artists and stuff, and they suck anyway. So I'm out of that job, but it's okay because I have 6 other clients who all have work coming up in the next 3 or 4 months. So, you know, you're not scared. Oh wow, what, I forgot, what company were you at? If you don't have to say, actually, if you don't want to say on stream though. Yeah, Blizzard had like they had 2 layoffs within a months of each other, and it was something like 7 or 8,000 people total. Almost every, yeah, it's, I'm not sure how much I could say internally, but I mean, our department got cut in half, though. I'm surprised I didn't get cut, honestly. I was doing that, was kind of cool. Starker and be here. I wasn't sure how this rendering would work, but it works out pretty cool. I feeling like he's over rendered. I wasn't sure what to do, but it's kind of blending in nice now. Oh, okay. I don't know much about them. Really. Yeah, I've been actually, well, I haven't submitted yet. I've been trying to get some stuff together to, I want to try to get an illustration agent if I can, separate from my 3D work in the industry. I feel like that'd be a big step, and it feels like something I could do where if they find clients, it's stuff I can do outside of the day job without completely killing myself, but also something a job did end the worst case scenario. I could be like, all right, well, I'm more available. Find me more work, agent. Better just put it in. Well, it depends. Like I'm not meaning just comics and stuff, but like book illustration and like, advertising work. On board and well, it pays good, so it doesn't, depending on the clients. If you're doing work for like a design firm or something, commercials and stuff, that shit pays good. Yeah, I'm sure it'll vary quite a bit. You know. But also, if it does it, it'll still pay more than like fast food if I were to get laid off or something too. So, and a lot more pleasant. I'm not. With total respect for service industry people, it's not for me. I'm not good at being a people person like that. Done it in my past, and I don't ever want to go back. Like my wife, she's a flight attendant. I could never do that. Dealing with people on pulling people out on an 8-hour flight. Doing that, I have no tolerance for the anxiety. She loves it. Oh, sorry. Might be a little far away. Can you hear that? Had to lean back and start mumbling. I'm saying, yeah, it's service industry isn't for me. I like respect the people that can do it. Like my wife, she's a flight attendant. And, thought of having to like be nice to people and socialize and help people for 8 hours straight on a flight sounds horrible to me, but she's good at it and she loves it. So it's a certain kind of person. I'm a friendly, nice guy, and I can socialize with people fine, but like, I guess it's an ADHD thing. I don't know, but it's like kind of exhausting. So introvert thing. But yeah, then after an hour or two, I'd be like, okay, I'm done. I can't do another 6 hours or more. In reference to Sam, if the illustration stuff didn't pay as good, it used to be better than like hopefully better than like fast food or something. But get for food, maybe. Like I could never work in a restaurant, I don't think, because I would totally like as a waiter or something, I couldn't remember the orders for freaking 30 seconds. Even with it written down, I'd be bringing orders to the wrong tables and stuff. I'd be so horrible at it. I feel like I'm getting too old to just go get a construction job or something. So we always fall back. It's like, well, hey man, just go do construction or something, you know. So it's physical labor, but you know, it's easy. But and there's always construction work. They're always building. But I'm 50 now, so I'll probably injure myself the first day. That way I can just keep being an artist. But man, it'd be nice to be some hotshot comic book artist though, doing your own books, you know, like your own books, like Daniel Warren Johnson or something, like your own books, your own stories. You're not like doing Marvel wages and your own concepts, and also you're popular, so you can just make extra money selling your original art and commissions and stuff. And you know, those guys must make a good living. Yeah, hopefully, like comics, maybe, but man, comics pay as shit though. That's not it. Be hard to work for someone else putting that much work in. I can do it if it's my idea though. Yeah, I haven't tried to get comics work since I was in my 20s, so it's a little nervous. So, I do think I could. I mean, just from knowing storytelling from my film work, I think I would do okay. But I just worry about meeting deadlines and stuff and staying consistently motivated. You know, like 10, 12 hours a day every day would burn you out quick. I worry I wouldn't be able to keep up. I feel like I'd blow it on, you know, like, all right, there's a single issue of New Mutants or something, regardless, and I'd freaking blow it on the first one. Yeah, man, there's guys like, I don't know if you know Matteo Scalera, Italian comic book artist. He he does the Ink Cult podcast with Jim Mahfood and Sean. Crap, I forget his last name now, but he's really good, and he charges like at least a couple thousand, I think, to do commissions when he goes to conventions. Yeah, he sells them out, sells out of them instantly. A lot of guys like that are big names, like the comics pays price shit, but man, you just spend a week and do like 10 commissions and you just made half a year's salary. Yeah, I don't remember his exact amount, but he was talking about it a few weeks back on one of the Ink Cult podcasts, and I was just like, God damn, dude. I think you can go to his site or something that lists commission prices. So, and even his original art. If there's guys who will just do a stream like this and just draw a character, and then when the stream's done, they'll sell, you know, it's original art, of course, not digital, but then they'll end the stream and sell the original art for like hundreds of dollars every time, and they'll just put up their warm-up sketches every day and sell them for like a couple $100. Yes. Yeah, I need to. This one I needed to be digital, but I want to try to get. I'm so torn. Maybe I'll pencil analog and ink and digital next time. I don't know. I want to do more analog though, especially for commissions. But the full on pages, though, I love being able to just put the studio and draw. Yeah, it'd be kind of cool though if like I guess the dream would be to have like such a successful freelance career that you could let's say you have a bunch of different clients and like maybe I could do previs like I do now for 6 months. Then you do some illustration gig, but then where you do like something for a advertising agency that pays pretty good, and it makes enough money that you could actually maybe take a couple months off from the higher paying gigs and do like your comic book for like 3 months and publish that, just full time. Or even just get hired by like Boom Studios to do a comic or something. Even if the pay is shitty, you kind of have your savings to sort of back you up. So that's kind of the dream, I think. But I certainly can't afford that now. Rob, what's up, dude? You know this guy? Gotta get this guy finished. Been sitting for months at this point. I started him a while ago and put it aside. But ban you. I need to admin you, or what do you call it? Mod you. I don't know how to do that through StreamYard though. I'd have to actually go through YouTube. Can I time you out like on Twitch? Twitch? Time you out 10 minutes because you said a bad word or something? Yeah, stream soon, Rob, because I'm wrapping up in about 10, 15 minutes. Mark's working on his comic too. He can keep him going. Let him stop. I want to keep working on this all night, but I actually have to leave the house and do a couple errands because Tuesdays and Thursdays I commute to the office for my day job, and I drive 100 miles a day for that, so I have no life on those days. About 3 hours of driving total, hour and a half each day. So, anything I got to do, I got to get done tonight. Oh, that's just time consuming. Making the vids too. Hey, Rob, do you spend time editing your comic reviews and stuff that you do, or do you just kind of record them and save them and stuff as is? Yes. Rob is an influencer now, man. He's got enough followers to count as an influencer. Pretty soon, Rob's going to give up drawing altogether and just start playing games on stream with a neon sign behind him and a little animated character to represent him with bouncing boobs. Or in his case, a severed phallus with a mouth that talks. That's your VTuber character you'll have. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's way easier. That'd be exhausting. You do so many of them. I do those book looks like once a month or something, and even that, I'm just like, ugh. When I recorded it, but I got to go back and edit it for sure. I got a little clear in some music, and I put out some gaps. I want to trim it down a bit, and throat clearings or weird background noises I might have to get. Well, it depends on how hot your VTuber character is, though. Yeah, the exposure stuff. I mean, that's partly why I'm doing it too. I'm making my hair, but I'm hoping by the time the comics finish, there might be enough people that have seen it that can build interest for it over time. Especially once I get to the later pages that are more violent and crazy and nudity and stuff. Yeah, Rob's got the followers now, man. It's interesting though how how many of those followers would transition to actual paying people for like a Kickstarter though too, which is kind of a pain sometimes. Not always great, but it might be different with YouTube. That's more like if you have Instagram followers and shit. Like it's like it's like maybe 5% will buy your product or something out of your followers or something. Really small numbers. Once I release my book, though, I just gotta pray that I get a good review from Rob. You know, what if he goes live and just completely slams it? Yeah, it's weird how that goes. Yeah, there's people who have like, um, 100,000 Instagram followers, and then they kickstart a book and it doesn't even get funded, you know. Something, you know, like no one turns up to actual pay for anything. You're not allowed to say anything bad. You're no, I'm just kidding. Yo, what's up, Garrett? Tell me, I'm doing a Monday stream finally. Can you believe it? Not for too much longer though. I gotta go run a couple errands, but at least I got a little bit in tonight. Yeah. I do like. I guess we didn't talk about it on our stream, but we were. I was talking about it over the weekend when I was streaming with some of those guys. With Shocula was there too, talking about like, it'd be cool if we had like a little imprint of our comics, sort of like. Well, we talked about it a bit, like Matty Keene does. You know, it'd be cool if we could just have like our own little crew, and we could all like, I don't know, do a couple cons and share a table or something, and hang out and sell our wares together and hang out. I want an honest review too. Like, it's so honest that I'm gonna actually put a $100 bill inside the front cover when I send one to Rob to review. Yeah, honest. Wink, wink. I'm gonna send a copy of my comic to Rob to review, and inside I'm gonna put a copy of Youngblood #1 hidden inside too. Well, you might soon. You've got 30-something pages done. You know, by the time mine's done, yours might be done. And, you know, by the end of this year, we all might have new stuff to put out. Next year could be a big year for tabling. Because yeah, I was talking with Shocula too, Rob. Since my wife's the flight attendant, I can fly places free. So if I start visiting some conventions and stuff, I could just like throw my comics and like some art in a suitcase and fly standby, and I can fly anywhere free. I could come out, do Salt Lake Con with you or something one year, just to hang out, share a table, and sell art or something. Same with Chuck. Go out to New Mexico or something, or all our people we know here streaming, go to their towns. I could even fly to Australia and hang out with natives free, but that's a haul though. Not quite so easy. Sitting in coach on standby to Australia would be rough. For me anyway, I'm a big dude. It's definitely kind of a goal. Like, once I get Punish out, I want to get some other art going, and I want to try to get like a little setup for Artist Alley or something at cons, and try to start attending some cons and try to sell some stuff. It's tough though, man. I'm not good at being social like that. Same with streaming though, man. It's tough to make yourself do it, but I don't know. I'm just looking at how much. Like, I keep bringing up Matty Keene so much these days, but he just like, his stuff is not even close to mainstream. Like, a lot of it's just drawn badly, but it's like, it's doing so well, and he's started making a living off it with his own company in like less than 3 years. It's just really exciting. So a lot of it was that, just going to cons, showing your stuff. So I'm gonna have to do it whether I want to or not. Even when I was younger, I never did. I did a comic that, well, it's one that Chuck inked. It was called CC, and it was the lamest comic though. Like, we were just stoked to get hired, to get paid to draw it and ink it, and working together on something. But it was fun at the time. It was just like a big boob, scantily clad, armored girl, you know. But I did that, and I had another indie comic I did self-published. But sitting at tables for those a couple times was, you know, no one comes, and it's like it feels bad. You just feel so embarrassed almost. Yeah. That's kind of what I want to get with my freelancing going though too. It'd be, like I was saying, it'd be cool to do a comics project every once in a while, but then, you know, then I could do a character design project and like maybe a storyboard project or a 3D animation project like I do now. Then after 6 months of that, go back and do another comic. It'd be kind of cool. Just get a variety, then you wouldn't get bored. Because, man, I love previs. It's my career, and I love it. But man, I want to do something different for a while. Been doing it for like almost 18 years now. It's like, man, it's been great, but still I want to do some more with my art, hand drawn art. Plus stuff that's just me, instead of being part of a crew where there's 18 people giving their opinion and their critique and their notes every step of the way, every day. Ooh, it's exhausting. Yeah, his stuff's inspiring, man. And like, I feel like the indie industry is really booming right now too. It's a really good time for it. If tariffs don't play at all, you can't afford it. But yeah, a lot of people doing it. A lot of people, Kickstarter sort of started it, but you got people like Ma Food and Sean on the Pulp. They're both doing books, crowdfunding, indie stuff, and lots of little small indie publishers popping up. Everybody's doing it their own way, bailing on the big two. Oh, shit. All right. All right, I think I got to wrap it here. It's actually later than I thought. I got to get on a couple errands before stores close. It's almost 9 o'clock. I got to hurry. Yeah, they do, because you're getting all the money for those. So if you don't have to sell that many to make a good profit on it. So. Oh, Tom. Oh, sorry, I missed the first note. Are you into tabletop RPGs? I want to make RPGs. Being a bad artist, but, I'm not as into that, but I can see that making money. I've always wanted to do like part of my dream of having an illustration agent. But I always thought it'd be cool to do like the illustrations they have in Dungeons and Dragons books and you know, like fantasy novels and stuff. Yeah, because I did it. Yeah, I'm gonna grab it. It's all good, dude. I'll be here next Monday too. Hang on one sec. All right. As I wrap up here, I'm gonna go full screen here. So this is like a dream come true thing too. Like, did this a couple years back. It was actually a friend, but he's published, and he did a trilogy of sci-fi novels, and he had someone do the covers for him, a painter, but I did all the black and white illustrations for it, and it was find it here. I did like the parts, but there's the book was 4 parts in each one, so like the beginning of each part had a full page illustration, and then as well as each chapter had these little I don't know if you can see it there, but these little drawings above the chapter there. There's another one like sci-fi ships and stuff that have to do with that chapter. But I'm trying to find the parts that were really cool. It's a really fun project. Turned out really cool too. And just having a physical book printed with it. But here you can kind of see that page, but there we go. There's one of the illustrations I did for it inside. It's like crashed ship that's all overgrown and stuff with foliage. So that's pretty cool. I'd love to get more work doing this stuff, you know. I mean, with all the digital books and audiobooks, I'm not sure how much of a market there is, but it sure would be cool. Or like to do a D&D novel that needs illustrations. There's one more in here that I really like. Here's one. Did the ship flying out of a planet getting attacked? Wait, pull it out straighter. There we go. Okay. So this one's called "In the Orbit of Sirens," and then it's Tom Bruno is you've got T.A. Bruno author. I think this is Instagram. And then he did the next one on the Winds of Quasars, and then in the Threshold of the Universe. It's about humans, you know, or leave Earth and have to go to another planet and survive there. It's all about living on a new planet with new creatures and new environments. There's one more I was trying to find in here that I like. I'm having trouble finding it. I won't be able to find it. Yeah. I had it bookmarked in another book, but I'm not sure where that is. I just got this one off the shelf. But... okay. Oh well. Okay, that's all right. I think I have it right here, but let's see. One more second. Projects. Maybe it was the second book. Yeah. It was this really cool planet with these asteroids. Oh yeah, here it is. Okay. Screen. All right. There we go. That's what I did for it. This one turned out good. I love this one. This was in the second book, actually, on the Winds of Quasars. Yeah, this one turned out good. This is definitely one I want to send to illustration agent. Here's another one I did for it. It's like rock pictures in the jungle. Spoiler alert. But this is kind of what got me on the kick of wanting to do illustration and comics again, too, because I had so much fun doing this, doing all the rendering and detailing. It just got me excited. So been on a bit of a journey since then to try to improve and keep going with it. Yeah, there we go. That's showing up. All right, dude. What's up, Mr. D-Man? Got to hop out, but grinding, dude. We're gonna stream and make you draw on stream. Sorry. But yeah. Anyway, well, cool. Thanks, dudes, for hanging out. I'm gonna try to stream again, maybe Thursday, and then over the weekend as well. Yeah, I'm gonna try to keep doing Mondays. I was going to before. This last month was crazy, but I'm gonna keep trying to do it around 7:30 or 8 on Mondays. But anyway. Oh, sweet, dude. Sorry I got a bail for you to tell us more about it, but catch you next time, man. Yeah, see you next time. All right, got my ending video. Fancy. All right, y'all. Catch you later. Night.